Hi, everybody. Jeff Johnson here with another edition of Clerk TV. And with us today, all the way from Forsyth County, is the Clerk of Court there, Greg Allen. Greg, how are you?
Hey, doing great.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see
Last
you as
time
well.
we did this was like, what, a couple years ago, 3 years ago?
Oh, it may have been 5. It's been a while.
Whoa.
It's been a while.
Time marches on when we're doing great things. That's all I got to say.
There
But
you
it's
go.
good to see you again.
You as well.
Very much so. Greg, let's talk. You know how we do this. We always like to let our viewers and folks that are watching us kind of know about your county, kind of learn a little bit. You being a native of Forsyth, tell us a little bit about your county and the citizens there.
Well, we continue to grow. We're getting close to 300,000 now.
Wow.
We continue. We've, again, been ranked the healthiest county in the state. We are the wealthiest county in the state. And we were recently named, we had the highest SAT scores in education in the state from our high schoolers. So everything's going very well for South
Everything
County.
sounds like it's going well there.
It's very well.
And I know we're going to get into a lot of other stuff, but obviously I can just tell your pride for that is something big. How does that affect the citizenry there?
Well, I think the citizens, they take their responsibility of being citizens seriously. We don't have a lot of problem with people on jury duty.
Right.
Fortunately, we don't have a lot of crime. Most of our courts are taken up in civil cases.
Sure.
Things such as that. So we have, I mean, it helps to have a very educated, a very motivated population base, and people, it attracts people, and people continue to move in.
Now, the other thing that I've heard a lot about Forsyth County, not only are you growing, in terms of your population, but you're also growing in terms of your infrastructure and your amenities and different things like that. And we were talking about one that's I'm going to be going to very soon. It's a putting course. Well, what is that? Tell me about this place.
The city of Cumming has built what is called City Center, and it kind of built our own little town there in Cumming that's separate from the old part of the city on the square. And it has shops and restaurants, and it's a community gathering place.
Nice.
It's where you get to see everybody, where you didn't get to see that much before. They have concerts there, and we have a unique putting course that it models golf holes around the world, like Augusta and such.
Whoa.
And it's beautiful, and it's a lot of fun. And they did a great job with landscaping. Just go out there at night, beautiful scenery, got music.
Are you getting a lot of people to come for this?
Oh, it's
really
on Thursday through Saturday. It is jammed. There's a lot of people there, and people are starting to go more through the week too with the restaurants and everything. So it's been a long time coming, but it's really taken off.
See, that's what it's a neat thing about this. And you've been clerk of court for how long?
15 years. 15 years.
You've seen an awful lot, Greg.
I have.
And your leadership and what you've done has been in place for an awful long time. How do you feel about what you've done so far in your 15 years for Cumming? Because first off, let's say this: it's evidenced by you being here for 15 years.
Thank you. Try to keep people happy. I do try to keep people happy. But we've done so much with technology.
Right.
I'll give you an example. When I first took office, we had about 170,000 population, somewhere around there. We're getting close to 300 now. When I took office, we had 35 employees. There was a juvenile court that had 8 employees. In that time, I'm now the clerk of juvenile court. I didn't used to be. So I have superior, state, and juvenile courts.
Oh.
But my head count, rather than you'd think it would be 43 or higher, if we had what we started with 15 years ago, I'm now at 27 employees.
Whoa. So wait a minute. You went in the opposite direction.
Opposite direction.
And what does that do to you, think?
Well, we've used technology to reduce the head count, so it saves the taxpayers a whole lot of salary, a whole lot of benefits. My employees are more empowered, but again, it's not as physical a job as it used to be. It's not physically stamping books and printing those books and putting those books together. Now it's on the computer, and you have to have the knowledge of how to use a computer and how to read it on the computer and accept it. So things go a lot faster now. We don't wait on the mail as much. Most of our real estate's e-filed. So everything comes in on an e-file. We accept it. Money's there. It's ready to go. So it's a lot less labor intensive, a lot more mental
Uh-huh.
intensive, but we're using a lot less people and saving taxpayers money, investing in technology that can
All at the
continue to
same
grow
time.
that way. Yes.
And we're going to go back to your staff because I know that they're very important to you. But the citizens of the county, how like, it's so obvious. If they like what they see, they're usually going to like what you do. Have you gotten any comments from them about what you've been doing?
Uh, they're almost, we've done so much, they almost expect it now, which is good because we have to stay on our game.
Right, right.
But they do appreciate it. Like our deed books, the last deed book I printed was number 5,999, thick red
Yeah,
deed book.
right.
We're now on deed book 11,000. We would have had to build an entire new room and buy shelving for all those books, but now it's all online. Obviously, we can pay everything. When I first came on, we didn't have a lot of credit card payments at all. Everything's cash, check, money order. Now, of course, the world's credit cards,
Everything.
debit cards. But we had instituted that immediately, and we use our website a lot to drive people go to it to pay for some of their bills. To rather than having to come to the courthouse to find the paperwork, we can direct them that way through the website. So it saves them an extra trip that they don't have to come in. They can pay traffic citations online. You can electronically file your real estate documents online. So you don't have to physically come in to the courthouse. We still control all the documents, but it saves them. They can do it at work. They can do it at home. You can do it on your phone, whatever you want to do. Saves them a whole lot of time. Saves us a lot too because we don't have to pay as much postage.
Exactly.
We don't have to handle. We don't have to have envelopes. So it's just a great way to save taxpayers money and speed up the process
And
for
speed
them.
up the process and make it more efficient for
More
them
efficient.
as well.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal. I'm hearing, of course, technology is a major achievement that you've done. Are there any other things that you look at and go, hey, we did pretty good
Well,
with this?
my staff.
And I was going to go to the staff. So
They have embraced the technology. They understood it made their lives easier. They're still doing the same jobs, but in a different way.
right.
But they really appreciate it. Makes their life easier, and obviously they're better trained now. Um, they know how to use the technology, and they're ready to go with it. They're very accepting of it, and we've been able to just continually implement technology for them.
Now let me ask you. This is the big question. Are you going to run again?
Oh yeah, absolutely, no question.
And so when is your well? It really doesn't matter when it is, but the biggest thing is here you are. You've been doing this now 15 years, right?
Yes.
Why do you want to keep doing it?
I just want to see it continue to grow and improve. I'm feeling good.
There you go.
I've got plenty left in the tank to do a few more years. So I want to keep our high standards up and keep going.
Well, and I think from what I'm hearing, are the people want to continue that to see that high standard going. What's in the future for you guys?
I just continue with the technology. We've really been able to accomplish a lot of our plans for making everything that's possible electronic.
Mhm.
So we've got to kind of sit down and look at where we want to be 5, 10 years from now.
I think everybody's kind of going through that
Yeah.
because and not just government entities or whatever, but even individuals, the
Yes,
citizenry. Where am I
exactly.
going to be in 5 years, and what we want to see?
Exactly.
Yep, no doubt about it. Let's get back to your staff for a minute. You went from a number of them now to 28. Talk a little bit about your staff and what it means to you, how they've helped you become better at
Well,
what you do.
they truly care and enjoy their jobs, and they want to make sure they do their job right each time. If they rarely do they make mistakes, but when they do, they I have to
You
kind
mess
of
up and
talk them down. It's like it's not the end of the world. We can fix it.
interesting.
We can always fix it. We can change things. We have to. Don't worry about it. You're doing a great job. But they really they enjoy their jobs. We come to work smiling, saying good morning every
That's
morning.
a big deal.
Um,
People don't put a lot of emphasis on that. But that's a big deal.
It is, and we have our birthday celebrations once a month. Everybody brings food, which is not good for me, but we enjoy doing that. I brought my dog into the office a few times, and they want the dog all the time. We can't really do that, but The dog enjoys it. They
You
enjoy
better
it.
believe it.
So as they say, it's a mental relief for them. I mean, they can pet the dog. He's
Yes,
he's real
indeed.
lovable. But really, they just they go beyond. I have to. There's some of them. I'm like, hey guys, it's after 5 o'clock. You can go home now. Well, I just want to catch up. Just get this done right here. I'm like,
Get
okay.
outta here.
I'm like, we'll be here in the morning. And no, want to get it done. Want to get it done. So they get
That's a
their
good
work
problem
done.
to have.
But I appreciate them. I mean, they come in early. They don't mind staying late, and they do great work.
That is a great
They
problem.
make
Or a great challenge to
life
have.
easy.
It's not a problem. It's not even a challenge. It's a good thing to have. Let's just say that.
Absolutely.
So, we've talked about all the great stuff with the city, how that's grown, and the stuff that you've been doing as a clerk for all these years, how that's changed. You haven't changed. Well, you've changed. You look great.
Oh, thank you.
You got everything going. But, people want to know a little bit more about you. And I think we talked about this in the last time, but I can't remember either. Any hobbies of yours that you love? Can you share that with our audience?
Well,
What's your hobbies?
well, my kids have all kind of used to be going to ball games,
100%.
and going to
Mhm.
ballet recitals and things such as that. But my sons have moved on, and they're living on their own now and graduated college. I got a daughter who's still in college, so I'm doing my yard looks a lot better now.
There you go.
I'm doing more yard work. I get to go to the shooting range a little bit more than I used to.
There you go.
So things like that. My wife and I just got to dinner, the two of us. It's a lot different now than taking the whole crew.
And I'm going to be right with you because I know exactly what you mean, because we talked about the baseball thing before. Because when all of that stuff is kind of gone, you sit there and go, well, honey, what
What do we do?
what do we do now? Get in the yard.
Yes,
Get those
exactly.
things to do all the other stuff.
Exactly.
But listen, Greg, it's always good to talk to you.
You as well.
What I want to be able to do right now is to give you the floor. Say anything you'd like to the folks in your county.
Well, it's not about the title of the office and the perceived power, whatever power it may have. It's about the people, and it's about doing the right thing for everyone to the best of our ability. Sometimes, we are constrained by the Georgia Code section, the laws of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We can only do so much, but if we can do something for you, we're going to try our best to help you out and get it done, and try to do it efficiently and pleasantly as possible.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Greg Allen, Clerk of Superior Court in Forsyth County, and you're watching Clerk TV.
Thanks.
Clerk TV Extra, the putting edition. Greg Allen right here is going to try to sink this putt. Let's see what he's got. Greg, you get two chances, my friend. Can he do it? All the way from Forsyth County. Oh, don't even start it. Forsyth County in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. Don't talk all that noise. Just be about that noise. All right. All right. We're on the 15th hole of the Masters. He's putting to win the Masters. It's in the hole! It's in. Greg Allen, ladies and gentlemen, putting Masters champion.